Alright guys, today I'm here with the car at the local park, and just got her washed. You can't really tell that much, but you know, it looks, I cleaned her out, vacuumed her up. Looks really good in there now. It's not dirty crap anymore. Washed the woods a little bit. The bumper never comes clean. Yada yada yada, you know. But today I'm gonna show y'all some stuff to look for when buying a used car. The important thing, as always, is to check the fluids. Let me get a rag real quick. Now, okay. Oh. This one, dipstick's broke, so I can't check it, but I'll assure you that's good. But if I would have checked that when I bought the car, I would have known it was going to need a whole new transmission, because the fluid in this car when I bought it looked like chocolate milk. I didn't pay attention to it or anything, but yeah. Let's see. I might need more oil, maybe. As you can tell, my oil's a little dark. Maybe you can tell, I don't know. But I'm about to make a road trip, so I'm not gonna change it until I get back. But yeah, my fluid. It's about in the middle, needing to change. I don't need to put somewhere in there yet, but I need to soon. But yeah. You wanna check all the fluids. And you want to look for any little leaks, like right here. You can see the valve cover leak, and I mean, personally, I think that the O-ring on the stripper is leaking. I need a valve cover gasket. So I mean, yeah. All right. Next thing you want to do when buying a car is making sure everything works. Use the common sense. All the people, however, will not guess that. You can see, bright lights are on, setting lights are on, and probably can tell that the lights work. See, they work pretty good, so. The tail lights are working. Car in reverse, or I would. Ain't got nobody else here with me, so I mean. But yeah, you want to make sure all the gears. Ignore that rattling sound. That's the exhaust. But it goes in reverse. Goes in neutral, goes in drive, and then park works. Let's see. You also want to test if the parking brake works. How I do that, if you ain't got a 5-speed or something like that, I'll just pull the e-brake up, put the car in neutral, and as you see, it's in neutral, e-brake's on. And we're not rolling, which is why when I keep it neutral, I'm gonna put the e-brake down. We'll see we move. So that works. All the gears work. The thing you want to pay attention to is the miles. My car had 214 when I bought it. If you're buying a car from the 90s or really early 2000s or anything later, 200,000 miles isn't uncommon. So I mean, look forward to having. You might find a car like this one, the '98 Honda Civic. You might find one of them with 100,000 miles if you're lucky. I'm not gonna find one, but who knows? Some people might be able to. But if you're gonna buy a car in the '90s, early 2000s, you're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have a little bit of miles on it. So I mean, can't expect much, honestly. But yeah, I mean, so as you can tell, I mean, you don't want oil leaks. You don't want leaks anywhere. Now check the fluids. I would check the antifreeze, coolant, but it is still warm, so I'm not going to open that up. Something you never want to do either. Don't open up your radiator cap when it's hot. I learned that the hard way one day when I was younger. I regret it. But if y'all can tell, but the hood's got redone. I still got wet sand and everything. I'm thinking I'm just going to wait until after Import Alliance. I mean, I'm worried about making it there than anything else. I don't know if it's going to or not. I want it to. So I'm afraid it does, but I mean, I think I noticed last time I painted it, which I mean, I shouldn't have painted it the first time, but well, cleared it, whatever, is I had a really weird feel to it. I can't explain it, but it no longer has it. What I'll do is I'll take it to car wash. My local car wash has like the rinse, triple foam conditioner. It has a foaming brush. It has like everything in it. I'll use the I'll wash it off, because you open up the hood and wash off the transmission where that oil leak is, and the valve cover leak. I'll usually wash that off. Wash off the valve cover and this and that. Trying not to get any water in the air filter, because that won't fuck it up. But like, I'll put some triple foam conditioner on it after I rinse it off. I'll get it wet, triple foam conditioner, foaming brush. Then I'll take and I'll cover it really good. I'll let it sit. I'll throw some wax on it real quick. Probably the wax that you feel afterwards. But then I'll put some, I'll rinse it off again. And yeah, it was a lot better. I mean, the headliner, something you also want to pay attention to. If you got a sunroof, you want to make sure it works. As you can see, mine is dirty as shit. But yeah, let me start it back up. Sunroof, which is fine. Closes. Should even tilt open. It's nice. Cruise control works. Everything works as it should. Hold on a minute. Let's put it on. A weird thing I've noticed about this car is that exhaust rattle you hear goes away when you drive the car usually, but it don't go away in park like that. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but you don't run hot, so that's good. That's one thing you want to look for. Make sure it don't run hot. If it has run hot, there could be possible damage to the car. So I mean, you'll also want to take and ask the person who's got the car before you, ask them like last oil change, last maintenance, all this and that, what kind of oil they use, what brand, everything like that. It'd never be too safe, honestly. If I would have checked transmission fluid when I bought this car, it probably would not be, I probably wouldn't have bought it, honestly. Because I would have seen the transmission fluid was milky as hell and wasn't worth it, honestly. It really wasn't. Like, I fucked up when I bought it. I felt like shit when I bought it because it didn't work. I was pissed off. I did all the stupid shit in it. I pulled the motor out, pulled the transmission out, all this and that. I regret it all. But this transmission works fine, so I mean, I'm not going to complain. This is personal opinion, but I like my radio to work. So I mean, it's a good thing about it. I love my radio, so. That's personal opinion though. It ain't necessity unless you're that kind of person like me. And just cover fluids. I'm not gonna give like a really thorough thing because I mean I'm not like a car expert. I know my basic shit like everybody else should. I couldn't tell you anything about a carburetor. I couldn't tell you how to rebuild a transmission, anything like that. But I can tell you how to use it, how like the main shit to check. That's the point of this video. Just always check your fluids. Always make sure everything works fine. Like, the speedometer works, RPMs work, fuel, temperature, mile, the odometer, everything. Make sure everything works. That's all you want to do. That is usually, depends how you look at it. Most people, it's a bad sign. To me, every vehicle I've had has had it. So, I mean, it don't bother me, but it bothers a lot of people. It's hard to explain, like, I don't care, because I know why that's on mostly. The main reason I know it's on is because the knock sensor is not, the dude who I got the motor from, when he pulled the motor out of his car, he broke the knock sensor. So that's not going to work. Also, the manifold that's on here for the exhaust, the O2 sensor does not reach. I got to fix the O2 sensor and make it reach the plug-in. So I mean, it's not gonna work. It's not like the light's gonna be on, but the knock sensor's not connected because it broke on my motor when I pulled mine out, and it broke on his. So that was a sign. Well, that was a problem. Freaking little pressure sensor, I broke the wiring harness part on that one when I pulled the motor out of this car. So that's not going to work either. I was hoping the dude was going to give me the engine harness on his, because he's getting he's putting a GSR in his coupe. So I was hoping I was going to get his wiring harness too. But he decided just to cut in his and do this shit his own. So I was like, well, whatever, man. I mean, I don't really care. I don't need it. Mine works. I can do with the engine light. It don't matter to me. But, yeah, I mean, you can tell everything works fine. Just make sure everything works. My AC don't work. I need to get it vacuumed and, put Freon in it. But, I mean, windows work just fine. Sunroof works. The power windows work too. The windows. I wanted to scoop over here, but the lady won't sell it. Kind of makes me upset, but it's just sitting there. But that window works too. It's a little squeaky, but I mean, it works. So I mean, what are you gonna do? $500 car can't expect a lot. I mean, honestly, it's $500. You ain't gonna get a dang running, driving, no problems, perfect car. Unless somebody just really don't want their car and they really need money. Then maybe you will, but I'm not going to get on it because I know how I am. But, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, just check your fluids, make sure everything's good, everything works. Test drive a car if you can. Don't buy a car if there's a problem with it that you ain't going to fix. Like, I pretty much knew when I bought a car, I was like, I'm going to need a transmission, probably. But I was hoping the sensor was going to fix it, but I was like, yeah, man, worst case scenario, need a transmission, pull it out, no problem. But, I mean, she's a clean car. I mean, there's no rips in the seats, really. There might be, like, a little hole or two here and there. It's a clean interior. Ignore the chain, that's my doing. But, that's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, I ain't really got nothing to say. Just everything works. That's a plus. I'm not really sure what else to like tell y'all. I mean, it works. It's all that matters. But I mean, I can't really tell you what much to do besides I mean, if she works, that's great. If you don't, then you're putting yourself in that position. So I don't want to, like, don't complain because you got a car that don't work if you bought it not working. Like, you buy a car that don't work, there could be problems. Like, the dude when I bought the car from, he started the car up when the battery was dead in it, but he started the car up, jumped it off, it ran fine, just needed a transmission in it. He was told, apparently, that it was a solenoid on transmission, but I believed him, and something you can't really do, man. Like, you can't people, honestly, like, you can, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know, like, my buddy, he bought his car. He got a 97 Eclipse, I think. He bought his running and driving. And 2 days later, his battery didn't work. His headlights would not turn off. His windows didn't go down. His convertible top didn't work. It was terrible. It turns out just a fuse. I mean, anything can happen. He thought he got jipped out of a car, and I told him, I was like, man, like, some people might not know the problem. Some people do not know the problems. They just don't want to tell you because they're people that way. I mean, it's natural people that way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, don't know what to say. I mean, just make sure everything works. Make sure everything's good. With this car, it's got body damage. I showed y'all before. The hood looked terrible at first. It still looks terrible in my opinion. Kind of looks good though. I don't know. I'm in between. But, yeah, I mean, just make sure everything works. And, if everything works, you should be good. I mean, like I said, fluids, the title. That's really all I can think of that you should really have to worry about. Like, my title, it was a long process to get my title. It wasn't really long, but it could have been prevented. But I didn't let it be prevented. I just let it go and didn't think about it when I bought it. But where's this say it? I don't think it says on this one, but there's somewhere on titles that usually say like where it, like, it'll say like if they're not, you can see it's 98 Honda Civic Coupe. For some reason it says no miles, which I wish, but we all wish. There's no I wish there's no miles on it, but so I bought this car on December 14th, or might have been earlier than that. I honestly don't know. It says the weight, and problem I had is it was a Florida. It had a South Carolina title. It was signed over, and it was signed over again, and it was signed over another time. Well, the last owner's name, it's really hard to explain, but anyway, it was like done 3 times, which was really like, don't really want to do that. Like, I don't know if it affects it honestly, because I didn't have to, like, it didn't affect me any. I don't think it cost like $50 to get title on my name. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else I'm thinking of, like, what I'm trying to say. But I had it was like a Florida title, I think. Honestly, it might not have been. It might have been a Florida title, and it was a paper from the DMV in Florida. Like, you had to take and it was a vehicle reassignment title sheet, and it was just a pain in the butt to get fixed. But I mean, she got fixed, and she works now, so that's good. Another thing though, I didn't know about this car when I bought it, and I really started to break this little piece off because it was bugging me by looking at it. This thing right here. You've seen the car run because I was driving it. It's like an anti-theft device. You put it in, and like the keys turn over, nothing. And I tried to break it right before I got the car running, or right after I got it running. Before I got legal, I was trying to break it because it was like, I wasn't trying to break it, but I was trying to get the figure out how to get the light out, like check the battery and the light or whatever. I just couldn't get it to work. So I was really mad. And I about broke it. And I'm really glad I didn't, because if I would have broke it, oh lordy. If I would have broke it, I'd really be screwed out of a car. I'd have to pull the whole thing out and this and that, but she's back in there. She works. That's, I mean, always check to see if your car has an aftermarket security system in it, because, like, that could be a problem with the car. Like, it could have this thing down here and it could not work, and I mean, it could be as simple as just like fixing something. It could be as simple as pulling the security system off. It could be a million problems with it, honestly. I mean, this video has gotten nowhere when I come think of it. Sorting the video out, just ignore that and that. I don't know what that's been on here since I bought the car. But the main problems you want to look for is engine light. Check your fluids. Check your title. I'll give you another example of something that's not a good sign usually. It means the car's been sitting and wore out. But this is on this tire or not. I think the back tires are good. It's in the front tires. Gotta find it. What's on one of these tires? One of these tires is dry rotted. All kinds of crazy it looks like. And it might have just been the way I was looking at it, but I don't know, one of these tires are dry rotted. Yep, this one. Like, you can kind of see the sidewall. It's like all messed up. The wheels are destroyed. That's all getting fixed one day. Well, check that too. Check your tire thread with the penny trick if you don't know what the penny trick is. Then look it up. It's not hard. Taking a penny, sticking it in the tire, see how much the head shows, this and that. It's nothing hard. But I mean, yeah, I bought this car for $500. Put some work into it. Put some money into it. I had the visors. Don't know more. I took them out. Typical monster sticker. But clean car. Everything works now. Interior light works. Like the on, door, and this and that. All that works. Seats fold down. Like I said, the headliner is pretty rough, but I kind of want to do that. Like do a different one in here one day, but I'm not sure what I want to do. But that's what I was going to say. I was like, just another thing you can do if you're really picky. I'm not, because I personally don't care how a car looks in certain spots, like the fenders, bumpers, hoods, trunks, this and that. If the part can be replaced by bolts and nuts, like taking bolts and nuts off like fenders. When you seen the car, the fender was destroyed. And I just went to I went to Facebook Marketplace because I was looking around a while, couldn't find any good deals. Took it up, bought a freaking fender off Facebook, fixed it, no problem. Looks a little bit better. But the thing you can do is like check for dents. If the car looks really straight, you can take a magnet. I don't know where you get a magnet at, but you can take a magnet and it run mainly like a really big circular magnet. You can run it across the car, and like you can tell like if it sticks somewhere. If it don't stick, that means either the part's plastic, like my bumpers are. The bumpers are plastic. Everything else on here is metal of some sort. So the magnet will stick to it. But if it don't stick somewhere, like if it didn't stick to my door or the quarter panel, like that, or the trunk. If it didn't stick to a certain spot, the problem is that spot is a double Bondo. And that means in a few years you'll have to replace it probably, honestly, because I mean, it's just the way it is. But, yeah, I mean, just check your fluids, check your title, check your tires, check anything you want to be wrong, like anything you want to work, like the radio, make sure all that works, make sure heat, AC works, that's a necessity, it's not for me. Power steering works fine. Everything works in this car that I found, besides the AC, but that's not the fault, so I have to fix that when I get back from Atlanta. Because it don't bother me as much as most people get bothered by it. But, yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it. Just do a routine check. Can't really think of anything else. Just, I mean, do what you know to do. Check your fluids. Check your title. Tires. Interior. accessories, gears, lights, just everything that you like. This video is a mess, but just check everything you can, make sure it works. Peace out, guys.